I gotta put my hat on backwards too, because then I can.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Movement MFG podcast. I'm your host, Mike Barisanuk. I'm here today with
Thaddeus.
DJ T-Swag.
T-Swag.
We have not been doing a podcast in a while. We're going to take you through why today. We're also going to take you through some updates that we have with Movement MFG, a little change that we have going on.
Yes.
We're going to start that up right now. All right, let's go. Let's get this going. So, I'm here with T-Swag today. T-Swag, he's going to be taking over or leading the way for our Movement MFG. I know you guys have seen him before on this podcast. If you follow GTS Clothing, you see him cutting fabric and pretty much doing everything. But recently he has taken over, and he's going to be taking charge of Movement MFG. Basically creating a better and improved experience for all our customers. Not quite sure what he's doing right now, but so DJ T-Swag, take us through a little bit of what you're doing with Movement right now.
Well, at the moment, with Movement, we are just trying to pretty much find what we specialize in the sense, and then move forward and be able to kind of not rebrand, but present to the people what we actually want to grow, instead of just having options, have like an actual means of doing things such as private labeling and making it more of like you want a shirt, here's the shirt options we have, we can private label them for you, put this graphic on this position.
So what are you going to be doing, say, like with customers, like taking them through the order process? And so it's kind of give people a little update of what you're going to be doing with Movement.
So okay,
well, we'll dive into Movement more of our change and stuff, but specifically, what are you going to be providing to GTS or GTS Movement?
For Movement, I mean, at the moment, so anybody who inquires, the email gets sent to me. I review them, see if it seems like it's something that is possible in our wheelhouse or things that we can do. And then I just kind of ask them for some more information on what exactly they're looking for, because a lot of people come with good ideas with very basic to little information about what exactly their idea is and how they want to make it come to life. So I kind of, dissect what they're looking for, have them give me a little bit more information on what exactly they're looking for, and then see where, we can help them out to achieve what they're...
Yeah, like alternatives and stuff. Because sometimes, even if it's not possible, we can kind of provide an alternative to it.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
Especially because I feel like a lot of people have good ideas and know what they want, but don't really know what's possible.
The steps to get to the end result.
And, I'm just kind of there to, one, guide them in the right direction. Two, hopefully get them, a product that their brand stands behind and is happy to have, and make it easy for them.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so then let's go through a little bit of, a breakdown and, a little bit of an update of what kind of, why we took a little break from the podcast, even our social, our social platforms and stuff we took a little break from.
Right.
And mainly it is because we kind of hit a not a road bump, but we kind of hit like a fork in the road, and with our manufacturing. And what we ran into is that we had more and more clients reaching out to us, which is awesome, because I think that it shows that we're providing a service that people like need, not just want, but like need, to get off the ground. And it just was getting to be too much for us to handle, whether it was actually for production, whether it was for even taking on the inquiries. It just was overall too much for us to handle. And also, if we did take on more, we just didn't know if we were going to be able to handle it. Scaling manufacturing in the U.S., very tough. Not only that, but scaling small batch manufacturing is even harder. So we didn't know what our next play was going to be. So we just kind of hit the pause button, knowing that there was still a need. So we're like, how can we still make it work for these people? How can we still provide? Because there's something there.
Right.
So after, kind of a lot of discussion with our team, seeing, what works for us, what can we scale, because because we can manufacture, but it's just not, just the way it was going, it wasn't scalable. So what we started offering was basically a third party sourcing, where we can manufacture specialty products in-house. So say if, our wheelhouse is activewear, so anything kind of within the activewear. If you're looking for specific, sometimes like hoodies, sometimes if it's, I'm just trying to think of different things looking around in our showroom here, but some specialty things are doable. But other things, if a lot of times people are looking for like a t-shirt,
Right.
or they're, a nice t-shirt, obviously, but like a t-shirt, and sometimes it's not worth reinventing the t-shirt for production purposes, and that's what kind of was bogging our production down. Hoodies, different tank tops. So what we've been doing is we started sourcing out some of those things to third parties, bringing them in-house, still private labeling them, tagging them, whatever would be needed to brand it for you, and then delivering a finished, completely branded product for you. And so it's been a nice balance. Sometimes what we've been doing is, say someone wants something different to it, we still order it in, we make the minor adjustments to that product while private labeling it, and then still ship it. So it's quickening turnaround time. It's allowing us to do more quantities for all of our customers, and it's still delivering a private label product. So we've made this little adjustment, and it's so far it's showing effect. What do you think?
No, I definitely think it is. I mean, it just really shows us that there's a need for small production projects that are quick and easy, and because we have the ability to do so much here, necessarily we don't need to cut and sew every shirt that comes in, but we know that if we get the shirt in and they just want a logo on the top and, the branded name on the back, we can do that. We don't need to cut, we don't need to make every shirt, like you said, from scratch. If they're just looking for a generic black t-shirt with their logo, source them out, get them in, put
we
the
can
logo
do
on.
that. Or if
Quick. Everything, it's not a very timely process because it's very simple. Things can get done. We can do more in less time and not have to worry about, like you said, recreating a T-shirt for every customer that comes in here because
it might not be
you don't
needed.
need to do that.
Yeah, it might not be needed, and and it could be a basic thing, or it could be specialty. Like we are working with some customers that do want zip ups, and so like they're looking for specific fabrics, and so we're finding basically a third party that will be able to provide a zip up with the fabric needed,
Right.
and then we ordered in, and also too, it actually opens up capabilities. Because
Oh,
before,
100%.
because of our capabilities, we probably turned down anything with a zipper, quarter zip, whatever it might be with certain fabrics, just because it's hard for us to handle that into production right now in the way that our production was going. So it actually opens up a lot of doors that we can provide for the customers, but also, it can be basic, it can be specialty too, because we can source a lot of things. So I think
I feel like
it's even better.
It's even better for the client's perspective as well, because now that we have the actual products that we can choose and source, we can send them particular options and not have to have more of an image in your head that you're hoping to achieve when in reality, okay, I can send you a link that's got 10 different shirt options that you can choose from.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to redesign the shirt with an idea that's in your head that I'm not really understanding. Now here's the black shirt. What do you want to do to make the adjustments from there? And let's go from there. Kind of then giving them more of talking them through the process, like we were talking about before. You just got to kind of give them options so that they know what you can do for them, and then letting them kind of filter through and say, okay, well, I like this part of that, but then also this part of the other one. Can we kind of incorporate them together? Mm-hmm. But that's only because we were able to give them those options that they now can see what we have the possibility of doing and helping them out with.
Yeah.
And then they have more of an understanding of, oh, okay, this is what the shirt looks like. Yep. I want my shirt to look like this. So in order to do that, we need to make these adjustments. If there was no base image there, we're going to be trying things until hopefully
sampling over and
kicks.
over and over again for something that's more basic, or something that doesn't need to be reinvented.
Right.
And
I feel like a lot of people are really just looking for their logo on it. So it doesn't need to even be particularly cut and sewn right here. the product we're going to give you is still going to look like
Custom branded
branded and everything. It's going to have
for
your
you.
logo on the back tag, anything you
Yeah.
want. It's not going to, you know what I mean? A lot of people they just want something that's theirs.
Yep.
They don't want, and that's why I feel like a lot of people come here expecting, no, if we cut and sew it, then I know it's completely mine. But it's like, no, we
Yeah.
can just take, a source shirt,
Well,
brand it for you, and that shirt's still going to look like it's just yours and nobody else's.
Yeah, and we can make minor modifications to it if needed.
Right.
I
mean, and the price point is
Pri-
a lot
yeah,
lower
price
when it
point
comes to that kind of
helps.
stuff. And like we said, it's quicker, so, it's helping everybody.
Yeah, so this is definitely I would say a big change in direction for us. And it took us a while to say, come to this decision. Because I know we were all about, okay, we're manufacturing in-house, and that's what we do, and that's great. But I think it just came to a point where we're like, okay, what we're providing is great, but it growing it is not going to work for us and for our customer. And so I feel like
we always tried to help as many people as we could, but it's just sometimes not every project is worth sitting down and trying to, make something that you haven't necessarily made before.
Yeah, so I think it could be, I think altogether though, between now our customers can, choose from more products. They can also then get it quicker. And yeah, I mean, to me, I see it's an all around win-win. And so we've been, doing this. We've been implementing this now with a handful of customers that we've been working with, and so far it's been working out great. We have some customers that all the products that they want are technically sourced third parties, and we're private labeling and custom branding for them. We have some people that, they want a couple things, but it's their specialty in-house things, so we do that. And we have other people, it's a combination. They got some hoodies that they wanted that we're able to source, keeps costs down, quickens turnaround, but then they also want something else that's specialty that we do in-house. So, all around, we're still able to serve what people want, and I think if anything, a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I think it definitely gives them. I think it also opens up their eyes to the how much time you can save when you can go source this product and get it already in. Because on their end, if we have to sit back and communicate for 2 weeks straight trying to figure out the exact details you want for your product, where we could have just already sourced the shirt in, a couple options, you can pick one from there, put your logo on it, you'll have it. It's going to be a lot quicker, a lot easier,
Yep.
and there's not really many choices you have to make other than, okay, I like number 3, number 4. You're not reinventing the whole thing. You don't have to sit there and try to draw up a particular design for every single person.
Yep.
If you want a shirt with your logo on it because you got a brand and you want 12 shirts, okay, here we go. Throw the logo on it, you're good to go. There's no point in sitting there trying to recreate a shirt for you just to have 12 of them. Because you start coming through and you're doing some serious quantities, and then you might want to sit down and create your own type of shirt.
Yeah.
But small minimums, we're trying to really help out the people that are just trying to get off the ground.
Yep. That's what it's about. I mean, I think back to the last year, and the amount of brands that we help launch, and it feels good, because I think that we would take a look, and I think that a lot of the brands that we work with, probably not only did they get off, but some of them are already growing. So I just think that without necessarily our help, I don't think they would have as quickly.
Right.
I think that's something. They believe me, everyone finds ways. I think if they're determined. So I don't want to say like it wouldn't happen, but I think that it just allows people to get off the ground, and then also to grow, because you're not tying up inventory.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a big factor, is the fact that we're not expecting you to place 100 units every time you put an order in. 12 unit minimums give you enough just to get you going.
Yeah.
Get a couple product pictures, get your brand off the line.
Yeah.
Then you want to come back and do a custom pair of leggings. Then we can sit down and talk. But you want a hoodie and some T-shirts, send down and all over, get the logos going. Plain and simple, good to go.
Good to go. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. But we're back.
We're back.
We changed, like I said, we held off for a little bit. We wanted to see what direction we're going with it. We liked where we're going. Then we decided, okay, let's kick this back up. Let's help everybody. I know that we get a lot of feedback that people listen to this, and so that's why we want to keep it going. Here on out, we'll get back to doing, getting into more detail.
Yeah.
Kind of help people through the ordering process and what it might take. If you hear that noise in the background this whole time, it is our production floor cutting. That is cutting fabric.
Anything.
Or anything. All right, DJ T Swag
Yeah.
in the house. All right, we're peacing out.
We're out.
Peace.